to perceive the source, to understand and experience the source. We have that capacity. That capacity is represented by the elephant's head. Why elephant's head? Because the largest mammal, and the larger head signifies larger brain, larger awareness, not per se an animal. So Lord Ganesha's head represents supreme awareness. I think all of you know the story, right? How Ganesha happened. Ma Parvati decided to have a bodyguard, a guard, to guard her place when she's taking bath. She didn't want anybody entering the space when she was taking bath in a pond. So she created a boy from dust, from her own body dust and the dust. She created a boy and asked the boy, you guard this space, nobody should enter. He guarded. And Shiva came. Shiva is Parvati's husband. So he has the right to enter. But this boy did not know Shiva. So he blocked him. He said, stop, don't enter. And then there was an argument and there was a fight, and in the fight, the head was chopped. The boy's head was chopped by Shiva. When Parvati came out, she saw that her bodyguard, her son, her child, has been beheaded. She was upset. She told Shiva, this is not good. This is my creation, my son. How did you do this? So Shiva said, I didn't know. Don't think that Shiva is so dumb not to know these things. Of course, he has awareness. But there is a purpose behind it. So Parvati said, do something about it. So he sent Shiva Ganas, the army he has, and said, fetch the head of any being who's lying with the head towards north, who's sleeping with the head towards north. Get that head, the first one. The first one they saw was an elephant. They chopped the head of the elephant, brought the head, and that head was fixed. So what happened here? Now forget about the story. This is the story. What happened here? Ma Parvati created a being, a living being from dust. What are we? We are living beings made out of dust. When we die, when the body is burnt, what comes out? Ashes. Where does it go? Back to earth. So same thing, that Ma Parvati created a living being from the dust. What did Shiva do? Shiva created a deity out of this. That means from a normal existence to a supernatural existence. How is that? An average person, all of us, use two levels of intelligence in two levels. First level, we use the intelligence to assimilate what we collect from the world. Acquired knowledge which comes from schools, religions, teachers, parents. We use our brain to assimilate and understand and practice the acquired knowledge. This is one part of our intelligence. The other part of intelligence is logical. Nobody teaches us, but we figure out. We try to understand. So we use these two aspects for existing on earth. That's the human nature. Human nature only rests in these two, the acquired knowledge analysis and the logical mind. Logical, intellectual, logical, that thing. But what did Shiva do? There is a third aspect which is possible, which is awareness. Awareness of consciousness. What is consciousness? The energy behind every creation. The source aspect. We have that power. We have that capacity to know the source, to perceive the source, to understand and experience the source. We have that capacity. That capacity is represented by the elephant's head. Why elephant's head? Because the largest mammal, and the head signifies, the larger head signifies larger brain, larger awareness, not per se an animal. Because the largest mammal on earth is an elephant, not the blue whale which is in the ocean. Earth means land. So, and who's Lord Ganesha catering to? Earth beings, right? The beings of earth. So, to signify the potential of cosmic consciousness, elephant's head was put on this boy's body. He became a deity. And the deity, that's why it's very, very important to understand. Ma Parvati created a being, a human being, or a being which looks like a human, and Shiva made him a deity. Big shift. That also says we have that potential. When we connect to Lord Ganesha, we normally connect to remove obstacles. But he is also representing supreme awareness, awareness of the supreme consciousness. Supreme consciousness, very simply, is pure energy. It's pure energy. It's called brighter than a million suns, brightness. From that brightness came creations. So, why this is explained in such a way is because mostly it is not explained. It's only the story which is explained. Many people ask the question, if Shiva can rejuvenate, bring forth or give rebirth to a body like a human being, why did he have to use an elephant's head? You know, isn't it a logical question? The reason is he was not intending to make another human being. He wanted to make a deity who is a representation of supreme consciousness. And now that's how he became Shiva's child. Earlier it was not Shiva's child. It was Parvati's creation, but not Shiva's child. But when Shiva gave him the life of a deity, he became Shiva's child. So again, it's authentication, legitimacy. So he became legitimate.